How do you super speed your work process and become a design speedster? After training more than 2,500 plus future architects and interior designers, what I've done is I've compiled all the different strategies which have helped people to speed up their work process and take them from doing it for days to just within completing it within minutes. Okay, and this is what I'm going to be sharing with you on how you can complete your work and speed up your work process within just minutes, and how do you go about it, and how can it help you and benefit you in the best way possible, and how it has benefited a lot of people, a lot of architects, interior designers, and help them to reduce their time. So let me just quickly share my screen with you over here. So here we have the first thing, which is the architecture modeling mastery. Now, when we go deeper into this, the first part which we have over here is the quick site modeling hacks. Now, it doesn't matter if you're an architect or an interior designer. One basic thing which is always required in every project is a site. And if you're able to complete this thing really quickly, you know what? You've already won the hearts of a lot of people. All right. And in case, if you just have a look at this, okay, just this one video where there are a lot of people who have gone through this. You can see Sharani, she's completed her site in Chennai. Sonal, she's completed her site. Charu, okay, multiple people have gone through this and they've been able to do this within minutes. Okay, you can see Srinidhi Bhatt site done in just a few minutes. In fact, in the previous video, I've completed the site within just 9 minutes, 23 seconds. And some of my students have been able to complete it even faster than me when they learned all of these tricks and hacks. Okay, you can see multiple people, they've completed these things. Yeah, in fact, you can see Satish Khan, it took me approximately 12 minutes. Thanks for the tricks. Yeah, and so this is the first thing, okay, to complete your site. And if you see, it's not just about the plain sites, but sometimes sites can be very tricky. It could be contours, right? And this is what I've given within just 5 minutes. I've showed two different methods on how you could create a contour site. You can see multiple people typing in useful. Some of them have already made their contour models. And yeah, so this is the first strategy, which is to quickly complete your site. And there are multiple different ways on how you can do that. But then the second thing which needs to be speeded up are the residential modeling. Because see, 90%, 80 to 90% of the architectural firms have a lot of residential projects with them. And when it comes to residential projects, and what I'm talking about are typical residential housing, it's something like this. Now, these are the kind of stuff that you get to design majority of the time, right? And if you're able to speed this thing up, okay, and by speeding, I'm not talking about 2 days or 3 days. If you can do this within 30 minutes, okay, this is what I share in my secret 4-step method on how within just 4 steps, you can complete this whole thing. And been able to do these things even within 15 minutes. Okay, some of my students have completed this within 60 minutes, and even if it takes you 1 hour, it's still a super time saver, right? And it's not just about designing stuff, but once you have multiple different options which you can create, just imagine the kind of value you can add to your clients or to the jurors or anyone, right? Then the next thing that we have over here is the advanced modeling marathon. Now here we go into advanced modeling stuff, like something like this, like the bookworm pavilion. Then you have the serpentine pavilion. How do you create those kind of stuff within just like minutes? Okay, how do you create things like the Ypsilon villa? Yeah, so there are multiple different curvy structures, and how do you create them within minutes? That's what I share with my students. Okay, and if you just go at the bottom and look at the comments, okay, you can see done. It was fun and simple, interesting structure, loved making it. Yeah, the people who have been gone from zero to being able to complete these kind of complex structures in just minutes. Okay, then there are other things like details. Okay, like if you see this kind of structure, now there are people who have been able to do this very quickly. And you can see the results in front of you. Multiple people are going through this. Okay, and then now technical topics like space frames. Okay, how do you create space frames? Just like something like, let me just play this video of something like this within just about 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, a complete curvy space frame. Now this could be an entrance for a structure. It could act as a canopy, or you could use it at multiple different places, right? Now this is just about the modeling. Okay, now when you want to speed up work, when you want to speed up these visuals, it is very important that the thinking process is also fast. Because a lot of people, a lot of students, and this I've done after interviewing and after doing one-to-ones with hundreds of students, I've come to know that the thinking process takes a lot of time for a lot of people. And it's not only for students, even big architects, interior designers, thinking takes a lot of time. Now, if you're able to speed up that thinking, if it takes you like around 1 or 2 days to come out with a concept, or weeks to come out with a concept or an idea, if you're able to shorten that down to just about 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, where you are not just getting one idea, but you're getting multiple different ideas, just think about how quick and how potent your work can become, right? So that's what we have in the design ideation formula, where I've given step-by-step methods on how do you think about a topic, how do you come out with your concepts very quickly, multiple concepts, and how do you do that within just 5 minutes. Okay, and these are those concepts where you can actually validate your concepts by taking opinions of experts who are already into that space. How do you take those opinions and give proper reasoning so that your concepts never fail? Okay, and even if they fail, you have a proper valid reason on why it will work. Okay, now this is just one thing. Now once you get that idea, it's very important you present that idea properly. You create a story around it, you storyfy your whole process, and you tell why have you taken this idea, and how are you going to be going about it. And that is what I exactly have in the design presentation technique. And here I have my secret method, which is known as the 3S method, where you can use these 3S's to actually storyfy your whole journey of designing and present it beautifully for your jurors or your clients or anyone. All right, so this is one thing. Then the next thing that we also have is the portfolio creation formula. Now, in case if you're a student, or if you're someone who's looking to change your jobs or switch your jobs, it is really very important to understand what are people looking for and how do you arrange your portfolio such that it attracts your employers, right? And that's what we exactly have over here. And it's not just about creating the portfolio. If you see, the portfolio essentials, only one video on how do you create the portfolio, but there are multiple different things, invisible things, which are not visible to a lot of people, and but which create a really great impact while you're applying for a job. For example, how do you exactly set up the right foundation and think about and deep dive into yourself and think what is it that you would really want to do in future, when it comes to the construction industry, architecture, interior designing, civil engineering, or anything. Okay, and what is your role that you want? What is the goal that you would want to achieve? How do you do the right office research? What are the different places where you go, research offices? And how do you create the right portfolio? And how do you write your email copy? You know what, a lot of people have really amazing drawings, they have really good work, but so many times the portfolio is only not open. Now, if your portfolio is not opened by the firm whom you have sent the portfolio, no matter how good your drawings would be, they won't be able to understand whether your drawings are good or bad if they've not opened your portfolio, right? Now, how do you make people open your portfolio? And even if they've not opened it, how do you know that? Yeah. Now, this is very important, where you can actually track your portfolio. You can track multiple different stuff, where if somebody has clicked on a video, you come to know, okay, they've clicked on it. All right. So these are some hacks which I actually share over here. And then we also have some time management secrets. Now, you know what, as an architecture student or even as a professional, it gets very difficult for professionals and students to manage their time. Now, if you're someone like that, and if you're struggling with time management, this is something which can really help you. And this is always helping me. I follow this same process for my time management while managing two different businesses together. And here I exactly show you how you can create a management dashboard for yourself, a virtual dashboard, which you can even use through your phone, through your PC, laptop, such that this dashboard will always be available with you. A lot of people just make it on books. Now, I'm not saying making dashboards on books are a time waster. Even I use books, but there are different frameworks that I use. There's a monthly dashboard, weekly dashboard, daily dashboard. And how do you set up this entire time management system? That is what I've given over here. All right. Then the next thing that we have over here is the thesis selection formula. Now, in case if you're a student, if you're in your fifth year, your fourth year, and you want to select a thesis, how do you go about exact step-by-step workflow, where you're not just only selecting the topic, but how do you select a valid topic? And how, and in case even if it is not a valid topic, but if it is your interest, how do you create and gather proofs so that you always have a set of proofs and principles which you can use to explain your jurors and your faculty members on why your topic is so valid and important. So this is exactly what I've given over here. Along with this, there are hundreds of domains, 100+ domains of thesis topics on how you can come out with any thesis topic that you want. Yeah, so these are the different stuff that I have for you. Now let me tell you, you don't have to believe me on how this could speed up things up for you. You can see multiple different reviews over here in front of your screen. Hundreds of people have given reviews for this particular thing. And not just that, a lot of people have got results also. There are people who have topped their thesis. There are people who have been able to get jobs from freelance work from big brands. Okay, and people making 50,000, 80,000, 60,000 for one single project. Yeah, then there are people who have been able to win international competitions, have been able to get honorable mentions in these international competitions. There are people who have been able to get jobs, internships, because of this skill of speeding things up. And not just people, but not just students, but even if you're a professional, even if you're a business owner, you know what, you can use this and train your employees so that they can work uh, on projects and quickly create stuff for you as a business owner. And let me tell you, I used to provide this at a lifetime offer of 5,999. But for a very short span of time, I'm going to be opening this up at a very minimum offer, but it's not for everyone. And it's going to be there for a very short time, which is only going to be at 999 rupees, where you get both the concept Speedster Bundle, Architecture Speedster Bundle, and the Architecture Modeling Master. Now, in case if you're a professional, if you just want the modeling master, you're not struggling with conceptual part and all that, you can go at it for 699. Okay, so there's going to be a lifetime offer. And let me tell you, once you go through this, and if you can see the change within yourself, if you are able to speed up your work, you know what, you can give me the remaining 5,000 with complete integrity. With, if you want to give it later on, if you can see that speed, and if you are able to get some results, and if you're able to even monetize it for yourself, whenever you make that 5,000, more than 5,000, let's say you make 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 using those skills, you give me 5,000 at any given point. Whenever you want, you can mail me. All right, in case if you don't want to give, you don't give, but you can maintain the integrity and you give them. There's no paperwork, there's no legal stuff over here. You can take all of this for just 999, and the remaining 5,000 you can give me later on if you can speed up your work. All right, so this is something that I have for you. You can go down at the below, you can see exactly what you're getting. There are multiple videos that I've given over here, and make sure you take the action as soon as possible, because this page has a loading time of about just 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, this offer is going to go away. Yeah, and maybe it won't show up for the next few days. All right, so quickly take action. And let me tell you, this is a lifetime offer. You'll be having these videos, these recordings for your life, and you can keep watching them again and again and again. In fact, if I just share with you this thing, okay, if you just have a look at this, at any given point of time, there are more than 539 students who are going through this video. All right, and these are all the different students. There are people who have come even 1 year ago, 9 months ago, a year ago, 4 months ago. There are a lot of people who have come even years ago, but you can see they have logged in 2 days ago, 3 months ago, a day ago, 21 hours ago, 15 hours ago. Yeah, so people are continuously learning from here. In case if they forget something, they come back, watch it, and they use it to speed up their work. And you could also do this, and you could use this as a resource for yourself. If you're a business owner, you could use this as a resource for your employees. If you are a student, you can use this to speed up your college work. And you know what, all of these tricks, a lot of seniors also don't know about. Okay, if you're a student, you can do stuff that nobody would ever imagine. All right, so just quickly get into this, and looking forward to see you inside the community, and looking forward to meet you live. Okay, I do live sessions in a while, and whenever I do live session, make sure you connect into the Telegram group. Make sure you stay connected and join all the groups so that you can also meet different people who are the community members. We have a community size, so you can see the people over here, and you can make new friends by coming in. In case if you're a business owner, you can hire people for your business, and you can actually make the use of the whole community. All right, so awesome, thank you, and it was great to have you here. So just go down, take action, and see you inside. Until then, bye bye and take care.